It was a day filled with joy, pride, and unforgettable emotions. After nearly 4 years of silence, the heartbeat of Burkinabè football has returned stronger than ever. The iconic Stade du Août in Ouagadougou, once silent, dormant, and suspended, is back, renewed, and officially approved by the Confederation of African Football, CAF. And to mark this triumphant moment, it was the youth, those who cheer the loudest, who dream the biggest, who were given the first look inside this reborn national treasure. Young supporters of the Burkina Faso Stallions were invited for an exclusive guided tour of the stadium, and what they found took their breath away. For many of them, this wasn't just a building, it was a monument of national identity, a place that had once echoed with the roar of victory, then fell into stillness, now stands tall once again, gleaming with promise. The children and teenagers who walked through its gates weren't just fans, they were witnesses to a historical rebirth. One young supporter summed up the feeling perfectly. "I had seen the pictures, but I never imagined it would be this massive. Honestly, it's something that truly touches our pride." There was a sparkle in every eye, a skip in every step. These youth had grown up hearing tales of glory at Stade du Août. They had watched old videos of great matches. They had worn their Stallions jerseys with pride, even when the stadium doors were closed. And now, as they stepped onto the freshly manicured grounds, looked up at the refurbished stands, and breathed in the energy of this new beginning, they felt like they were part of something sacred. What stood before them was more than just a stadium. It was a symbol of Burkinabè resilience. After years of challenges, political uncertainty, security concerns, financial constraints, this nation had risen, once again proving that nothing could dim the flame of determination that burns in the heart of its people. As one visitor put it, "We're even prouder now to belong to this resilient people. I know it's through resilience that we've been able to achieve such a gem." For many of these supporters, this moment also represented justice. For years, Burkina Faso's national team, the mighty Stallions, had played their home matches outside their homeland. This was a painful reality for fans who could only watch from afar, unable to feel the pulse of the crowd, the echo of chants, the electricity of victory in their own soil. But now, all of that has changed. The stadium is once again ready. The stage is set. The Stallions will return, and so will the thunder of the Burkinabè spirit. The emotions ran deep throughout the guided tour. Young fans wandered through the newly renovated locker rooms, gazed at the panoramic view from the stands, touched the goalposts, and imagined themselves either on the field or in the crowd, screaming for their heroes. Some said they couldn't believe their eyes. "There are even things we hadn't seen in the pictures. The images didn't do justice to what we saw with our own eyes," said one young visitor. "When fans come to the stadium, they'll realize that this was a labor of love, and today we must really be proud of that." And proud they were. Everywhere you looked, you could see wide grins, laughter, tears of joy. Even those who had no words simply stood in awe, soaking it all in. One girl, wrapped in the national flag, whispered, "It's more than I ever imagined." Another young man shouted, "This is our moment! This is our time!" Amid the celebration, there was a collective spirit of gratitude. Over and over, fans expressed appreciation to the highest authorities of the country, especially to the leadership that made this dream possible. One supporter said, "It's a real opportunity for us to thank the authorities for genuinely working to ensure the stadium is approved." These weren't just empty words. The youth recognized that this achievement came from hard work, vision, and national unity. Music filled the air, traditional drums mixed with modern rhythms. A group of dancers burst into performance near the center field, and the youth joined in, waving flags, stomping feet, and singing chants that haven't been heard in the stadium for years. It felt like a revival, not just of a stadium, but of a nation's pride. One of the most touching testimonies came from a fan who couldn't hold back tears. "What struck me the most was the joy," he said. "I don't even know what to say. I truly see that the authorities have mobilized every possible resource to make the stadium a true national identity." His words carried the weight of a generation that had waited patiently and now felt rewarded beyond measure. The stadium, with its fresh coat of paint, world-class facilities, and updated infrastructure, now meets international standards. It's ready to host not just matches, but memories, moments that will shape the future of Burkinabè football. And more than that, it stands as proof that with unity, patience, and love for country, even the grandest dreams can become reality. And yes, it wasn't easy. The road to restoration was long and filled with challenges. The country had more urgent priorities at times: security, sovereignty, rebuilding communities. But even amid those difficulties, the spirit to revive this national landmark never died. "It wasn't easy," another supporter said, "but we waited so long for this stadium, nearly 4 years if I'm not mistaken, and today our patience has paid off." At the heart of it all was the understanding that a stadium is more than concrete and grass. It is a place where children learn to dream, where communities come together, where nations rise as one voice. When you visit the stadium, you feel satisfaction and joy. "It's really indescribable," said another fan, trying to find words for a feeling too big for language. Let us take a moment to sincerely thank all the subscribers and supporters of the Voice of Africa community. It's because of your continued encouragement and shared love for the continent that stories like this find their way into the spotlight. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. And for those who want to go the extra mile, don't hesitate to support us with a super thanks. It helps us continue bringing you the powerful stories that matter. As the sun began to set over Ouagadougou, casting a golden glow over the towering stands of Stade du Août, the young visitors slowly made their way out, but their hearts were fuller than ever. They had seen something sacred, something that would stay with them forever. Before leaving, one young man turned back for one last look. "When you come here, you understand what it means to be Burkinabè," he said quietly. "It's impossible not to be proud. Truly impossible." That sentiment echoed through every smile, every chant, every step. Today, Burkina Faso didn't just reopen a stadium. It reopened a chapter of pride, resilience, and unity. The Stallions will soon run once more on their home ground, and the people will be there, cheering, celebrating, and writing history together. What we are witnessing is more than sports. It's the heartbeat of a nation refusing to be silenced. It's proof that African dreams, when nurtured, bloom with unstoppable beauty. May the Stade du Août shine brightly in the heart of Ouagadougou, and may it echo with the songs of generations yet to come. May it always remind us that even in the hardest times, Africa rises. And when Africa rises, it rises with joy, with dignity, and with pride. This is the Voice of Africa. And this, my brothers and sisters, is what victory feels like.